It won't come as news to you, I hope, that birth is significant, both for the baby being born and for the woman giving birth to her child and to herself as a mother. But while the contemporary narratives around birth involve terms like informed consent and freedom of choice, and we all really like to think that women are offered a vast array of options within the medical establishment, from hospital birth to birth centers to midwife-assisted birth, if you examine the way the majority of babies are born in North America, and even globally in 2018, from both a cultural and physiological perspective, it starts to become clear that that which is thought to fall within the realm of normal when it comes to birth practices actually represents the antithesis of what all mammals require for birth to unfold optimally. So it's really no surprise that in many communities, up to 40% or more of babies are born surgically, for example, and up to 95% or more of babies come into the world being deprived of the oxytocin, the hormone of love, that they're biologically designed to receive. And this has major consequences. I want to suggest to you that much, if not most, of what you think you know about childbirth might be wrong. And that those individuals and institutions whom we think of as experts, obstetricians, gynecologists, even midwives, are trained to look at birth from a very specific, very biased, very politicized, very narrow, and very unscientific perspective. The fact of the matter is that if you're only given certain pieces of information that only allow for choices to be made from among a very limited set of options offered to you by those coming from a very particular perspective or worldview who also happen to be in a position of effective control and authority over you and the choices you have access to, that's really not much of a choice. Most women are in a position of functional subservience to their care providers. Seeing as we live in 2018 and seeing as women supposedly have reproductive rights, the right to personhood and sex equality, I think that's pretty messed up. I'm Yolanda Clark. I'm a writer, a birth consultant, and I'm the Director of Education with the Freebirth Society. And my passion and mission in life is to share the open secret that birth is not an inherently medical event, but a spontaneous function of biology, and that it is the pregnant woman herself who possesses inalienable authority over her birth process. I woke up to the truth about birth almost 18 years ago, and since then, I've dedicated my life to studying birth and supporting euphoric birth, and I've given birth myself to 7 healthy babies in my home without any involvement from medical professionals at all, from conception to emergence. And this is despite having been labeled high risk by that very medical establishment that I confidently turned my back on. This is called free birth. It's not luck. It's also not crazy. And believe it or not, it's not reckless or negligent either. This decision was highly informed. And what might be even more shocking is that I sincerely love giving birth. And it's my conviction that peaceful, joyful birth will change the world, and that every woman has within her what it takes to give birth in her own power. Along with the founder of Freebirth Society, my partner and dearest friend, Emily Saldea, I'm thrilled to tell you about our brand new online course, the Freebirth Society Complete Guide to Free Birth. The course will drop August 1st, 2018, and consists of 10 modules of solid gold, jam-packed with everything you'll want to know about free birth, from the philosophy and politics of free birth, navigating the medical system or not, what constitutes high risk and who has ownership over that term, safety and statistics, compassionately supporting a nervous partner in coming to terms with your birth choices, the many facets of prenatal care and how to get precisely the prenatal care you need, what kind of supplies you'll require for a free birth, complications, interventions, and of course, the birth process itself, as well as newborn care and postpartum, and even exploring wild mothering. The course is primarily designed for women who are curious about free birth or unassisted birth, but it will be of immense value to anyone embarking on their birth and mothering journeys, including birth workers who are interested in learning more about the growing phenomenon of women taking birth into their own hands, literally. Even if you're planning a hospital birth or a midwife-assisted birth, this course will be incredibly relevant in terms of giving you tools for navigating the medical system and maintaining your authority within it as much as possible. This course is not about improving birth. It's also not about compromise. It's about looking at birth from a radically different perspective than the standard narrative, even the midwifery narrative. This is a perspective that takes into account the total sovereignty of women over our own bodies and the intricate, delicate hormonal matrix of birth, whose preservation is the very foundation of how and why birth works or does not. The regular price of the course is $5.99, but we're running a very special pre-sale for the first 50 people to sign up at the incredible price of $2.99. This course will never be offered again at that rate, so if you're feeling called, grab it now, because you'll have lifetime access to the material. To learn more, check out our gorgeous new website at freebirthsociety.com or email us directly at freebirthsociety@gmail.com. Okay, bye.